They say Sunday's child is full of grace. In Elizabeth Shaw's case, this is certainly true. On 5 January 1997, a Sunday, a little blonde bundle came into the world, and by her very nature from the outset, brought much joy. For her parents, Kylie and Stephen Shaw of Wagga Wagga, the arrival of Elizabeth, a sister for Zachary, was a happy and welcome occasion. Stephen is my wife, Catherine's eldest brother. Elizabeth is my niece. So what I'm about to relay to the House is personal, but a story that needs telling and a cause well worth supporting. Elizabeth was raised in a supportive and loving family and taught she could do and be anything she wanted to strive for. She was a high achiever at school. She danced, was talented musically, had a go at sport, and in her final year was college captain, a distinction her younger sisters, Olivia and Gabrielle, also attained. As a teenager, like her 3 siblings, Elizabeth completed the arduous Kokoda track. No easy task. I tell you all of this because I want to paint a picture of what Lizzie's childhood and adolescence was like. Normal, fun, happy, successful. Typifying a girl growing up in country Australia. Liz is now 26 and a new mum, and someone who should be enjoying some of the happiest days of her young life. While she would be the very last person to seek sympathy, and I had to talk her into allowing me to give this speech, she now finds herself away from her beloved newborn and in a Sydney hospital literally fighting for her life. You see, Elizabeth was diagnosed with aplastic anemia, a rare bone marrow failure syndrome. This diagnosis came like a sledgehammer blow late into her pregnancy, with treatment starting 7 weeks after she and her partner Tom Burns welcomed son Max into their lives. As Liz posted on Facebook on Saturday, I've had so many beautiful messages since the birth of Max, including, "I hope you guys are well." Some of you might have noticed that the replies only included a synopsis on Max's health and not my own. This is because I have not been well. This time last year I was in Mudgee with my friends. My biggest stress was choosing which wineries we should visit and finding my lost car keys after a night out. This year I'm spending the long weekend in a hospital bed commencing treatment for a diagnosis of aplastic anemia, a rare bone marrow failure syndrome 7 weeks after giving birth to my baby. The last few weeks of pregnancy and then the last 7 weeks have definitely not gone to plan and have been far from what I pictured new motherhood to be. My stresses this year are a little bit more life-threatening, and one of them includes a shortage of suitable blood for continued transfusions needed to keep me going and finding a suitable bone marrow donor when we need to cross that bridge. Please consider donating if you can. It would really mean so much to me and the many others who depend on it to stay alive. Bit morbid. Sorry. If you can't, please consider donating to Maddie Rewalt's Vision, www.mrv.org.au, a foundation launched following Maddie's death from AA in 2015 at age 26. They are dedicated to researching and improving patient outcomes for those diagnosed with bone marrow failure syndromes. Footy fans might be familiar. If you're feeling particularly sad for me and others diagnosed with AA or blood cancers, etc., please consider registering yourself as a bone marrow donor at strengthtogive.org.au/register/ or talk to your local blood bank. Apologies for the long and depresso post, and thanks in advance for your support. Thank you for all the messages. Please know that I'm grateful for your check-ins. We still have a long road ahead and we hope everyone can see us and meet Max soon. This week is National Blood Donor Week, and today is World Blood Donor Day, something we should all consider rolling up our sleeves for and getting involved for the sake of Liz and others like her. A few interesting figures are that 1 in 3 Australians will need blood, but only about 1 in 30 currently donate. More than 13 million additional Australians may be eligible to donate, but only 3.7% of the population are maintaining the blood and plasma supply. So please consider donating blood, plasma, or even register to be a bone marrow donor. You will be saving lives. Wishing you all the best, Elizabeth. We all love you.
If I can just, for a moment, say how moving was the speech by the member for Riverina, and I send my regards to his niece Elizabeth. And I know that there are many people in this parliament who would resonate with his speech.
Authorised by Michael McCormack, the National Party, Wagga Wagga.